Upstate Spin the Block, Goya and Chino in the building.
You?
Got my boy, Uncle Trent in the building. Shout out to Uncle Trent.
Appreciate you. Shout out Upstate Spin the Block. Appreciate y'all having me out. You always show love. And it continues. Good looking.
That's what's up, man. Brought you in the building, man. Pretty much, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am your mother's favorite brother, respectfully. Respectfully. Your mother as in your aunt, uncle, all that type of thing. I'm your mother's favorite brother. I started off straight up in comedy, and I mean, that's still who I am. I'm a comedian. And, through different roads, traveled left, right, up and down, it led me to, doing big shit. I've done some pretty big shows. I've performed in front of thousands and thousands of people. I've worked with huge name celebrities, and it's not about my performance on stage. It's always been about my pen. So I figured at some point, I want to test my pen with these rappers and see what they can do. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's real, man. That's what's up. Well, shit, man. Like I said, man, welcome again to have you in the building, man.
I appreciate being here.
Salute, man.
Absolutely. I got a cup with some drink. He got 2 cups. I don't know why he got 2 cups. I got 1 cup. So if I don't make it out this interview, it's because I ain't had that other cup.
You good?
So pretty much, man, like, what made you get into battle rap?
I've always loved battle rap, honestly. Like, we're not in Black History Month, so I say it comfortably. My favorite rapper is Eminem.
Okay.
From a skill standpoint, I love what he does with words. You know what I'm saying? Like the way he puts things together, stringing them together, it's just fire rap. You know what I mean? So from like a word standpoint, bending words, wordplay, entendres, that kind of stuff, I'm like really intrigued by it. And so a lot of what I do on stage, in certain situations, is more clever than it is funny. But I run it together with funny stuff, so it works out for everybody. But like the stuff that's a little more seen as just clever in comedy,
right,
is kind of revered on battle rap. Like they love that kind of stuff with battle rap. So, I've always wanted to try. Like Eminem's my favorite rapper, so I've seen 8 Mile 1,000 times. I've written a verse about somebody 100 times. We roast each other all the time with comedies. If I can combine those two, that energy of deliberate aggression,
right,
with the wordplay and the clever witty stuff.
I was just gonna ask you that too. Like, what's the difference between, obviously it's the jokes and the rapping,
Right.
Is there a difference? You know what I'm saying? Do you see like difference? Obviously your stage presence is definitely there,
Right. There's a lot of similarities, but there definitely quite a few differences. I mean, with the one being with stand-up comedy, you can be as an amazing of a writer as you like to be.
Okay.
And you could string words together as beautifully as you need to. And it could even be poetic when people look at it and read it, but if you don't get a laugh, it was a failed attempt. Whereas with battle rap, you don't necessarily have to shake the room for your bar to be good. You know what I mean? You can there's breathing room there. So that's one difference. And from that, and then the other one is the time, you know what I mean? With the battle rap, the longest battle I've had is like 3-minute rounds.
Okay.
When I'm on stage, I'm doing 45 to an hour.
Oh yeah, that's a huge.
You know what I mean? And I have to be able to go. And the difference is with a comedy, when you do a joke and you go out there, you drop a punchline and it doesn't land. So you set it up for 45 seconds.
Okay.
You drop the punchline, the crowd's like, eh. So you start setting up the next joke. So now you got almost 2 minutes of you just talking and we ain't laughing. That shit ain't acceptable with a comedy show. So you have to make sure that this punch lands here properly. This goes here properly. You might have to smile a little bit more to make that laugh last a little longer because this next joke has a longer setup. So it's a lot of small details that go into it. But they both have the pros and cons. And the cool thing is the writing. It all goes in the same. We're writing for punchlines. With comedy, you're writing for punchlines. You set up a little bit longer. With battle rap, you want to set it up, a little quicker to keep the rhythm going. But it's writing, and in my field, I'm an amazing writer. I say that confidently. I'm an amazing writer, and it gives me an opportunity to stretch words out and play with words where I like to. So, I had to give it a try. Something I had to do, and then, that's how it went from there. Shit.
That's what's up, man. Definitely, bro.
Shit, in comedy, you look for laughter, like
right.
Oohs and ahs. And battle rap is a little different. You can apply comedy to battle rap.
Absolutely.
But for the most part, people are looking for like that punch, like, you know what I mean? That punchline, that subliminal message, that
Right.
angle, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely.
so I know there's similarities in comedy and battle rap, but what do you take from comedy that you know that you can apply to battle rap, and you know that's gonna work for you?
I think the time I spent doing comedy and writing and researching has given me a very good, I'll say, a really solid understanding of what people are comfortable listening to, what they'll be patient with, what they want to hear, what they're cool with. So it doesn't fit into the realm of like an actual pander, but more of a focal point of I know what this crowd likes to hear. I can listen to y'all talk for 5 minutes, and I know what kind of words won't make sense, what kind of words will make sense, what angle will. So not, and I'm not saying I'm perfect at it by any means, but just a better understanding from doing comedy, because you perform in front of so many different rooms. I've had a weekend where I performed for a bunch of white people, 70 and older. 70 is the baseline, you know what I'm saying? 70 and older.
Wow.
I performed for them, and then the very next night I was in Buffalo performing for a whole bunch of blacks and Hispanics that are 30 to 35.
Wait a
you know
minute,
what I
how
mean?
did that go? That 70 older show?
Oh, that was fun.
Was it?
It was fun because my name don't sound like Def Comedy Jam. You know what I mean? My name sound like whatever. Anybody could come on stage named Uncle Trent.
Right.
But, you know, I was a lot bigger at the time, so I go on stage, and it's a room full of old white people, and then it's me, and they look at me, and I go, I know. I ain't expect to see y'all here neither. And we had a good time.
Yeah, that had to be interesting.
And then the next night was a completely different vibe. Like, they didn't have any alcohol on that show.
Oh.
Not a drop. It was like they were eating popcorn. I don't know what that was about, but they were eating popcorn. And so I go to the next show in Buffalo, and it's Henny everywhere. So it's a completely different vibe, which means you got a different environment for delivery, for timing. You don't want to go too fast in that 70 room.
Right.
You'll lose them. You don't want to go too fast. But in that other room, you don't want to go too slow. They'll get tired of you. They'll pull their cell phone out.
Yeah.
So those kind of things, the adjustments on the fly, understanding that the crowd is working, pace yourself. Don't go faster, slow it down here, move it there. And then just being patient with the delivery. I mean, if the bar don't land like it's supposed to at that time, I've had a joke not land properly. And I've seen people panic and jump out the bit and ruin it. And I've sat there, it's called fighting, that's what we call it. Your bit, you hit a punchline that don't hit, and you know you're doing it right. Stick with it, see, fight a little bit.
I didn't
fight
see
a little bit.
I ain't see that out of you yet in battle rap though, which is a good thing.
Right.
You definitely been punching.
I think it's just getting a little more comfortable with what I want to say, how I can get it off, and then is it still satisfying for the room? Are they enjoying it? It ain't just for me. I'm not. It's not a cipher rapping. This is entertainment. You know what I mean? So I want to make sure I'm having my fun, but at the same time, folks enjoying themselves. Want to keep watching.
I see you've been definitely juggling comedy and this battle rap.
Yeah.
It's been a while since you've had your last battle. I don't want to say a long time, but it's been a while.
Right.
Especially for being so new in the game. You know what I mean? Most people that's new in the game, they want to take as many battles as they can.
Absolutely.
But you've been kind of methodical with who and when and where.
Right.
Big word. Big
So,
word.
yo, that shit is crazy, yo. Don't buy no iPhones.
I'm thinking about getting one.
Nah, I'm
The
sorry.
cameras
I'm
are pretty
sorry.
good.
I'm sorry. Just in case we ever get, love iPhones, all type of sponsorships and all that shit.
Nah, I feel you gotta take that back quick.
Yeah, real quick. That was a joke.
Nah, I get it. I inspired it. We was just trying to make y'all laugh.
I tried, but it didn't pan out. It didn't pan out. But back to this battle rap shit. What and who the fuck? I ain't making no sense right now. My bad. I got a little nervous.
Pretty much, who inspired you?
Who inspired you? He said nobody.
And I mean, let's not leave it in that context. Not necessarily that it's nobody. Because there's a lot of folks doing things. I mean, the inspiration isn't. I'm not looking for the same thing from them, as far as inspiration. That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying that they're not good. They're fantastic. I tell them that personally. I spoke a bunch of the rappers now, an on-site in Upstate period, and tell them they're fantastic. But it's not the inspiration I'm looking at. Because I feel like, respectfully, with peers, even though they're further along than I am, when you go to the open mic, you're not looking to be inspired to be the best writer. You're looking to see are folks developing. You know what I mean? Those can serve as inspirations. Or are folks moving to a different pace? Are they grinding the same way? You know what I mean? Whatever's going on with the development. And then, like I said, seeing folks go out of town, seeing folks get booked on bigger cards, and you know what I mean, getting more
Mhm.
active. Like that's the inspiration for me. But as far as like, nah, I don't sit there and I don't have no posters of Stretch or no shit.
No
I mean, he could rap. You know what I mean? I ain't got no trail hoodie that I wear to make me feel like I can write better. Like I mean, I just respect what they all do.
Do they even got merch? No, no.
I don't know.
Look into that shit.
I don't know.
You know, like a Stretch Armstrong, but that's already taken. You know what I mean? But a trail pullover or whatnot. Look into that too. But
The trail pullover would be made out of velvet. You know, he liked to be fly all the time. It would be made out of velvet with like diamonds crushed into the buttons. It'd be fire, and you'd only be able to get that. You couldn't buy that with money. You'd have to trade a family member.
a family, damn, like
You got to give up a cousin. Like they're like, oh man, look at his coat. That's fire. Like, yeah, where's Elroy? Like Elroy's gone. I had to get this Trill edition.
right. This is a Trail edition jacket. But shout out to Trell. He's definitely been making a lot of moves. He's been taking on a lot of battles.
Right.
He's been doing a lot of shit. Like, so shout out. But who other than Trell? Speaking of people that's been, making moves and doing shit, like, who do you feel that you wouldn't mind taking a shot, sparring with somebody, or taking a battle, or anybody that piques your interest?
I mean, I've watched a bunch of folks, and I think that most of these folks are fire. I mean, not as far as like exciting to want to battle as much as, just do your thing and I support. But absolutely, it's two names. You know what I mean? Two names. I reached out for one. It seemed like we had something going, and it kind of fell through. I don't know the details. I didn't really get into it. We haven't had a conversation about it, but I've been trying to get the pastor to come outside.
Pastor.
Mr. Cuevas.
Oh, Mr. Cuevas.
Trying to get him to come outside for the longest. He keep telling me he's retired. And
I was gonna say last time I knew he was tired. Like
so if he decides to jump back outside, then that'd definitely be a conversation I'd like to have. But I mean, other than that, it's me just whoever decides that whatever they had for that week don't matter. Like if they can deal with the social damage that they're gonna deal with climbing in this punching bag, then they can reach out. But my inbox is dry. There's a reason for that.
Yeah. It's kind of like funny that you say that, because that's what I was gonna like veer to. Like now that like I see that you feel like you belong with the top tiers because of your progression of how you went about your battles.
Right.
So you said Cuevas, like in my eyes, that's definitely a top tier, even though he's retired. Like that would be a dope battle. But anybody else in your eyes that's top tier that in locally that you feel like, all right, this person would push my pen, or I gotta angle differently, scheme differently, or you know what I mean?
Those are bad examples because I'm gonna answer no to both of those. But as a whole, like I mean, push my pen. Nobody's gonna push my pen.
Okay.
My pen is
not bad.
It's already moving. I just gotta catch up with it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The pen is spinning the block.
Yeah, my pen's writing tomorrow. It's telling y'all appreciate the time having me out and posted on Instagram already. My pen's I gotta catch up with it. I gotta get some rest and catch up.
Mm-hmm.
My pen don't need 8 hours. It need 30 seconds. But I mean, if we can, I mean, this just for me, there's folks I've wanted to battle since I've been watching. You know what I mean? So like, I've always wanted to, when I had the opportunity. Like, remember Penny came up, said, "Yeah, I'd love to battle Penny. Penny's fire. It'd be dope." And I wanted to battle Stu. I don't know what happened. Stu, he just, I don't know. I thought we was gonna make that happen.
Shout out to Stu. Shout
Stu's
out to
fire,
Penny Henny.
Yeah, Penny was fire. You know what I mean? I thought I was gonna get the Stu battle. I thought we was gonna have that happen, and it seemed like it's just not gonna happen. I don't know, but let's chit chat. I mean, those are the ones I came in asking for. Other than that, it was just I just wanted to rap. I don't really care who.
Definitely something could be down the road. Oh shit.
Hopefully, everybody gonna pay attention to Upstate Spin a Block. Follow, subscribe, like, comment.
Absolutely. Make sure y'all support Upstate Spin the Block. Been showing love since before I started rapping. Since before I decided to get on stage, I had a conversation with these random Hispanics in a very random situation, induced with weed treats. And I don't know, I said something crazy, and they giggled about it or something. I don't know what the hell I said. I said something funny. What I said?
Can't see out my left eye.
Your
I
left
said,
eye.
what?
Yeah.
She said, you okay? He said, yeah. I've never felt greater. Like,
Yeah,
like,
man, I don't know what the weed
Should
did
I
something
try
in my
that
left
shit?
eye.
He's like, yeah, hell yeah.
You
Like,
gotta
I'm
get
like,
you
what?
two of these. See if you take both of them at the same time and both eyes shut down. That'd be
Right.
fire for a little while.
Shit,
You
man.
could be Ray Charles.
That was the Chase and Maj battle.
Yeah, that was that
Yeah,
little dance spot.
yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, we chopped it up there, and
Yeah.
just, I mean, they were just receptive and showed love then. And I mean, for them to chit chat with me just because on some battle rap shit, they don't know me. Nobody here knows me for battle rap. I'm just, Uncle Trent. So
Nobody knew us neither. And then the second battle was like, yo, and we pulled up with mad Hispanics, a couple of different Mexicans, and
absolutely, there
black
was so
people
many
and
different
white people.
Spanishes. It
It's
was
just
fire.
different mixture. And he was like, yo, oh, what up, man? Like, you came with the whole mariachi band.
Facts.
I said, oh, shit.
That's facts.
Oh yeah, white t-shirts and good cologne. Like, I know where I'm at. I know where I'm at.
Word.
That's a fact, man. Like, yo, this shit just, it feels like it was just yesterday, but that was like pre-pandemic.
Facts.
That was
Facts.
pre-pandemic.
Yes.
That was a while ago. You know what I mean? And still be able to build, still be able to kick it. And, you know what I mean? I love what you guys are doing here. I hope you guys continue to do this. Hope you get all the
Appreciate it.
interviews you need. Like, this is a good platform. And, I mean, I think as far as Upstate's concerned, where else you gonna go to talk about it? Let's go talk about it here.
Right here.
And,
Upstate Spin the
and
block.
if you don't
man.
like what you said the first time, don't trip. Upstate spins the block.
That's
Yes,
a
sir.
fact, man.
Definitely.
Definitely always reach out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, like, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And there's a couple of people that got direct numbers, so
Right.
it is what it is. Like, you already know.